When NCIS Origins premiered, it promised something audacious, not just another prequel, but a layered, character-driven exploration into the making of one of TV's most iconic agents, Leroy Jethro Gibbs. Now, as the show readies itself for its highly anticipated second season, Co-Showrunner, insert name, offers an introspective look into the next phase of young Gibbs's journey. His slow, steady transformation from green, proby, to the no-nonsense leader fans have revered for over 2 decades. "We're inching our way there," the co-showrunner said in a recent exclusive interview. "We don't want to rush it." Gibbs is not someone who wakes up one morning and suddenly becomes the man we meet in NCIS Season 1. It's a process, a layered, emotionally charged one. From Soldier to Agent, Season 1 laid the foundation. Gibbs, played with grounded charisma by Austin Stowell, returned from his service as a Marine sniper, quietly haunted by past missions and the loss of his wife Shannon and daughter Kelly. As he entered the halls of the Naval Criminal Investigative Service in 1991 Washington, D.C., he was, for all intents and purposes, a rookie, a proby, thrown into a world of red tape, hidden agendas, and emotional landmines. Stowell's Gibbs was rough around the edges, quick to act and slow to trust. He had the sniper's eye but lacked the procedural polish of a seasoned federal agent. "We wanted the audience to feel his discomfort," the showrunner said. He was still adapting, not just to his job, but to a civilian life that no longer felt like home. And yet, amid his mistakes, the character's potential shimmered through. Season 1 saw Gibbs learning from mentors like Mike Franks, played by Kyle Schmid, navigating the politics of law enforcement, and, crucially, beginning to build the moral code that would define him: honor, loyalty, and the hard-earned trust in a team. Season 2. Stepping out of the shadows as Season 2 begins filming, the team behind NCIS Origins is threading a delicate narrative needle. How do you evolve a character everyone already knows without stripping away the mystery that made him compelling in the first place? That's the challenge and the joy, the co-showrunner said. Season 2 is about Gibbs beginning to assert himself, not in loud, flashy ways, but in the quiet choices he makes. He starts questioning orders more. He starts noticing things others miss. He begins to listen not just with his ears, but with that sixth sense fans associate with him. This season, Gibbs isn't just reacting, he's strategizing. He's learning how to read people, understanding the value of emotional intelligence alongside tactical skill. One of our guiding principles in the writer's room has been, what would young Gibbs do, and what would he learn from doing it wrong? Familiar faces. Deeper stakes fans of the original NCIS will be delighted to hear that more familiar faces from the franchise may be making appearances, or at least, laying the groundwork for future ties. "We're playing the long game," the co-showrunner teased. "There are names and connections coming that will make longtime fans smile. But nothing is fan service for its own sake. It all has to serve the story." One of the central relationships in Season 2 is the evolving dynamic between Gibbs and Mike Franks. Where Season 1 cast Franks as a tough love mentor, this new chapter will see friction and, eventually, mutual respect. Mike starts to see Gibbs not just as a kid with potential, but as someone who might surpass him in ways that surprise them both. The season will also lean into fresh character introductions. A new female field agent, described as sharp, emotionally guarded, and morally complex, will join the team and challenge Gibbs in unexpected ways. "We're not writing a love story," the co-showrunner emphasized, "but we are writing relationships, human ones, that shape who Gibbs becomes." Case of the week. Heart of the series. One reason NCIS Origins has resonated with viewers is its balance of procedural storytelling with serialized emotional arcs. Each episode carries its case of the week, but those cases often mirror what Gibbs is wrestling with internally. In Season 2, expect cases that are messier, darker, and more morally ambiguous. This is the early 90s, the showrunner reminded. DC is a political cauldron, and the military is undergoing major shifts post-Gulf War. We want the show to feel textured, rooted in real conflicts but always personal. One episode reportedly centers on a military cover-up that pits Gibbs against his own instincts and his superiors. Another, set in the world of Cold War intelligence, introduces a storyline involving Russian operatives that will have long-term repercussions. "We're expanding the sandbox," they said, "but we never lose sight of whose story this really is." The weight of legacy. There's a reason the phrase, "we're inching our way there," keeps resurfacing. It speaks not only to Gibbs's journey but to the careful, respectful way the writers are building this world. "You don't rush a legacy character," the showrunner said. "You earn every step." And indeed, with Stowell anchoring the performance with equal parts restraint and quiet intensity, Origins seems committed to earning its place in the NCIS canon. There's no wink at the camera, no exaggerated callbacks, just slow-burning storytelling that allows viewers to sit with the young man who will one day become the stoic giant in the basement with a boat and a rulebook. This season is about stepping out of the shadows, the co-showrunner said, pausing for emphasis. But stepping out doesn't mean leaving the past behind. It means carrying it, learning from it, and slowly becoming the kind of leader people want to follow. A prequel worth watching. If Season 1 was about survival and adjustment, Season 2 promises growth, and the growing pains that come with it. For a series built around an already beloved character, NCIS Origins shows that it's not just filling in the blanks. It's building something thoughtful, deliberate, and true to the emotional core of the original. For fans wondering when we'll see the classic Gibbs, calm, cutting, rule-driven, the co-showrunner offers this. You'll see glimpses. A choice here, a look there. He's not there yet, but he's on the path. And we're going to take our time getting there. Because the journey is the story. Let me know if you want this revised as a blog post, press release, or in a more journalistic tone.